Hi guys, this is Tracy again from XSYTE. Today we're going to figure out how to bulk upload players when you need to add a bunch of players that you don't yet have on a team. So for example, it's in the beginning of the season and we want to log a game between the Lilydale Rats and the Bayswater Lions. The problem is our players aren't added yet, so we don't have our players in. We have quite a few players to upload. We could do it one by selecting a member and building our roster like that, but it's much quicker to do it by bulk. So let's bulk import these players so that we can get this done quickly. Ideally, this will be done before you start your game, but it can be done quickly if the game sheet is given to you. Let's see how to do this. So click on Bulk Upload Players, and you're going to come to the Bulk Add Players screen. This screen basically tells you how to bulk upload your players. So click on a helpful guide on how to add players, and then if you can see the procedure here, but I'm going to show it to you, so let's go through it on the video. So click on our ready-made spreadsheet. That's going to take you to this. This is a Google Sheet that we already have set up, and these are the fields you're going to need. You're going to need the team ID. You're going to need the first name, the last name. Email address is optional. The jersey number is optional, position code is optional, and captaincy is optional. So what these mean is the team ID will identify which team the player is on. This is able to be found on the bulk add players list here. You'll find your division, and then underneath you'll see your teams. And this one is going to be for the youth league that I'm going to use as an example. And we're going to do the Bayswater Lions. So I can see on the youth division, the Bayswater Lions, their team ID is 85. So this is going to be my ID. I'm gonna use it as an example. Okay. So we'll go back to our handy dandy sheet and let's get rid of all of this stuff that we don't need because it's going to be new. Okay, so our team ID we decided was 85. Let's just put that in as a placeholder. And now I've been giving a sheet with the rosters on here. And I'm going to put these in. Sam, Ethan. So we see this. We see the roster here. And then we see our coach and our manager, Luke B. and Ben G. So last names. Transfer these. It's helpful if people send you a digital version, then it's just a simple cut and paste to get into the correct format, but sometimes you just gotta type. Okay, so there's our names. Everybody's on this team, so I'm gonna copy this and just paste. We're not gonna put in the email addresses now. We do have jersey numbers, so let's put those in while we have them. These staff members do not get jersey numbers, so don't worry about jersey numbers for staff. Position code, there will be a default if you do not define it. We do know that we want to define our goalie, so we'll put a G in for goalie. Our position codes are back on the bulk add players page. If we look at these, you'll see them listed at the bottom right here, position codes. You'll see all the available positions for players and also for staff. So we have a coach and we have a manager, so we're going to be looking at HC and M for manager and G for our goalie. All the other positions will be offensive. The default is right wing, so Don't worry about positions if you don't know them. Try to put in the goalies if you do. It will go to a default if you do not have the positions. There's our coach, and here's our manager. We're not left with a captain defined on this, so we're not going to worry about captains. Once you have basically this, it's just a simple matter of copying all the rows except for don't copy the first row. Copy this big blocks of text, and then we go into our bulk add player screen, and here's a data block. We can just paste in our text there and submit the bulk player data. So after you've hit upload, it will give you a report. You can see this report. Sam Zeinart was not found as an existing member, so the system adds him as a member and he adds him to the Bayswater Lions roster. The next guy was already in the system, Ethan Milne, so if the system found him, so it didn't create a new member for him, and he's added to the roster. So all of our people are added to the roster now. We should see our junior Bayswater Lions are now visible in players. Here they are. All of our little Bayswater Lions are accounted for and ready to go. So now when we come to our game, we'll see, hey, we've got our Bayswater roster all ready to rock, and now it's just a matter of marking them as present if they are on a game sheet. So for this, we could look at the Lions and mark everybody in as their availability is. So that is how to bulk upload players in a quick way. It can be faster if you have a digital version of your rosters. You can do multiple teams at once. Just make sure that your ID, you put the new ID. So perhaps you have more teams and this team ID is 84, and now you're going to go right into a new player, Jenny Smith. And there you go. So that is how you bulk upload players. Thank you very much for watching, and run your sports leagues like a boss with XSYTE. Thank you.